What's up, everyone? This is MrKingLiam here, and today I'm bringing you a little bit of a random deck profile. I have to admit, it is a Larval deck profile. Now, I do know that quite soon there will be a new way of summoning, link summoning. So just as a disclaimer, this deck profile will only be valid for a couple of months. But it's definitely a fun way to make use of some of the powerful synchros such as Shooting Star Dragon and Shooting Quasar Dragon, of course. So yeah, I was just trying out this deck profile a couple of weeks ago, and I figured it was a little bit of a random deck profile, a little bit of a budget. Well, obviously, apart from 1 or 2 extra deck cards, this is definitely a synchro deck, but obviously this probably will get rebuilt. So I'm going to, like I said, once again, throwing a disclaimer, I'll probably have a new version of this maybe in at the end of the year. But this is actually the first time I've done an update on Larval since my first deck profiles back in the Hidden Arsenal deck profile days. So anyway, let's get into it. First off, we have Larval Landslord. Basically, you can normal summon this without attributing, so basically it's really effective for getting those big synchros out very quickly, especially with some of the combos Larvals can do. So basically when this, however, it is at the end phase, it's sent to the graveyard. So basically, if you don't really make use of it, it'll go to the graveyard, but that can come in handy with with rekindling because of its 200 defense. Next up, we have 2 Flameville Fire Dog. Same again, 200 defense, definitely comes in handy. This one is a staple in most fire decks. Well, okay, maybe not most, but definitely some fire decks. This is definitely a good staple. So basically, when it destroys an opponent's monster by a battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 fire monster with 200 or less defense from your deck, except Flameville Fire Dog. So basically, the combo is you'll probably get out a level tuner, then go for a level 7 synchro. So yeah, that makes it quite efficient and a fairly good choice in the Larval deck, I think. Next up, running 3 Larval Magma Cannonair. Now this is probably overall the Larval that's key in the chain to getting Quasar, because basically you can use this to send fire monsters from your deck to your hand. So from the other way, from the hand to the graveyard, inflict 500 points of damage. So you inflict burn damage. It can be a rekindling target as well, and also it can be used later on with some of the other Laval effects, which I'll go over in a minute. 3 Larval Cannoneer. This is arguably, I'd say this is the second most important card in the deck. I'm only running 2 because most of the time this card is definitely very useful, but I find 3 is just a little bit of a dead draw. So I find 2 quite useful. So basically, when it's normal flip summoned, you can target one of your banished Larval monsters, special summon it, which is really useful because when you have the Larval Lakeside Lady, that's very efficient. But I'll get to that in a sec. I'm running 1 Larval Blaster, so basically when this is normal summoned while you have the Larval monster in your graveyard, you can send the top 5 cards from your deck to the graveyard, and it increases 200. I'm getting all my words wrong today. Then this card gains 200 attack for each Larval monster sent to the graveyard by this effect. This can also come in handy for Larval Lakeside Lady's effect, which I'll just go over now. So basically, if there are 3 or more different Larval monsters in your graveyard, you can banish 1 Larval monster and this card from your graveyard to target 1 set card your opponent controls and destroy that card. So hence why Larval Cannon is definitely useful, because basically when this is normal summoned, bring out banished Lakeside Lady and go for a level 7 synchro. I think one thing this deck does need is draw power, so I'm running 3 card Ds. Doesn't really need too much explaining, just a basic draw engine, along with 2 Maxis, because obviously this day and age is special summoning, but this might go down to 1, maybe, when the link summoning comes in, because it will be a little bit of a slower game, but you can still pull off some fast combos, especially with Zodiacs. 2 Boost Warrior, another tuner, another rekindling target. So basically, if you control face-up tuner monster, you can special summon this from your hand in face-up defense position. Sorry, this isn't the tuner. This works well with tuners. So basically, say if you're desperate, you need a Larval Lakeside Lady. So basically, this is just a way to get out some odd numbers like a 2 or level 3 or 4. So it just works out quite well. And finally, our final larval is Larval Volcano Handmaiden. So basically, when this card is sent to the graveyard while a larval monster except tender of the Larval Volcano is in your graveyard, you can send one larval monster from your deck to your hand, and you'd probably send Larval Lakeside Lady to complete the combo. Now, when it says tender of the Larval Volcano, I suspect actually means Larval Volcano Handmaiden. So there's probably a little bit of a text error there. And finally, we're just finishing off with 2 effect failures as a negation card. Now we go over the spells, 1 for 1. No brainer. That's an obvious one since you've got so many tuners. Reinforcements to the army to find the Larval Cannon. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Soul Charge to get your Synchro Summoning started. 1 Upstart Goblin. 3 Molten Conduction Field. So basically you just send 2 Larval monsters from the deck to the graveyard. So once again, probably be Larval Lakeside Lady and Handmaiden. That's pretty much the main combo. Rekindling. Doesn't really need much explaining. So basically you get all your 200 defense. And pretty much all of them except Cannon and Blaster is 200 defense regarding the fire monsters. Foolish Burial, just to get another monster in the graveyard. 2 Reload, just in case you've got a dead hand. 2 Forbidden Lance as a little bit of a negation. And 2 Twin Twisters, just to get rid of some annoying cards. And also to discard cards if needed from your hand. And for the traps, basic lineup. In fact, I'm just going to add in the Solomon Strike, because that's a no-brainer, along with Solomon Warning. So we'll just take out Call the Haunted. So I'll just save that. So, doing edits live on the fly. So, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Call the Haunted, 1 Solomon Strike, 2 Flameville Counter. Basically, when a spell/trap is activated, banish 1 fire monster with 200 defense from your graveyard and negate it, and if you do, destroy the target. And obviously, we have tons of 200s. And finally, a Solomon Warning. Now for the extra deck. This is pretty much all synchro based, but like I said, probably something will change in the future because of the new link summoning. So just take it with a disclaimer, I guess. So obviously the boss monster is Shrink Quasar Dragon. You have to get the combo right in order to bring this out. It will become a lot harder in the future, but for now, I think the main combo is to use TG Hyper Librarian and some 4-lever Synchrons, along with obviously some of the other Synchros as well. Next up we have Shooting Star Dragon. So basically you bring this out using Stardust Dragon and probably form your Synchron. Well, actually that's right, because Shooting Star is 10 star and Stardust is 10. So it makes sense. And obviously we're Stardust Dragon. Stardust Spark Dragon. Then for the level 7s we have Larval Stenon, Black Rose Dragon. For level 6 we have Laval Dragoon. TG Hyper Librarian brings in the level 5s, along with Larval Dual Slasher and Allied Justice Catastor, along with Laval Dragon. I have used this a couple of times, so it's come in handy just in case as an alternative option. For our level 3 Mistbed Colossus, we're running 2 Formula Synchron, and for our random Exceed, we're running Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon. So anyway, there was a Larval deck profile. Like I said before, this probably will change in the future due to the link summoning, but you can pull off some crazy synchro combos with this at the moment. But I will make sure to bring you an update of this deck profile in the future when link summoning does come out. So anyway, there was a Larval deck profile. If you enjoyed this deck profile, sorry, my voice is going. If you enjoyed this deck profile, then please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel to know when my newest content is coming out. Also, be free to check out my other deck profiles as well. And leave your feedback in the comments what you change about this deck and how you'd change it for the link summoning in the future. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile, and for now, this is MrKingLiam signing out.